Hello everybody! Welcome to my channel Nekosimi Coloring. I am Nekosimi and today I would like to share with you all my finished pages which I colored in February and March. So let's look at all these pages right away! And let's start easy with Pop Manga Dragons and other magically mythical creatures. I already colored 3 pages from this book, but in February I colored this one and I used Kohinoor Progresso pencils. I have them here and they have 2 options. First, regular pencils and the aquarelle version. Both are woodless pencils. And for this picture I used only the aquarelle version, and even though they may be less pigmented, I think the result is very nice. The next picture is from the coloring book Minorized durch Asien, and I did something a little bit different here. I wanted to do it in one color. So I used an ink pad for the whole double page as a base layer. And then my idea was only to shade some areas, maybe at the end add a little bit of gold. So this is how it ended up. Quite different than I thought at the first time, and also the shading wasn't so easy as I thought. So yeah, I did only one page and this is still unfinished. But I'm very happy with these pages because there's only one small dot. It's because I dropped water here by accident, so it bled through. But overall, the other page is very clear. Well, let's stay with the monochromatic pages for a little bit. And I have next page in this fairy and fantasy free coloring book by Christine Caron, and I did this one. And here again I used ink pads, and then I guess I used Prismacolors for the shading. And then of course Posca for these highlights. Yeah, maybe I overdid it a little bit with the white, but I think it's okay. And this page turned up much better than the previous one, so I'm very happy with that, especially with the face. Alright, from one colored pages to multicolor pages. And one such a page is in Magical Dawn, and it's this beautiful colorful page with all these flowers. And yeah, I'm so happy with the result. Well, not so happy with this part. Yeah, but I love the blue and the reds here, And I think these stars really helped make it like more glittery, And what I used some watercolors, but I'm not sure which one. I think it was Shinhan Art watercolors. And all these white bokeh-like circles, I just picked up the color out of the paper with a brush. And yeah, again, all the pages in Hannah Carlson's books are amazing. The paper is only a little bit buckled, but no color bleeding, so that's perfect. Now something funny and colorful. You may remember that I created few coloring pages in Canva, and if you are interested you can get them for free from my website. The link is in the description box below this video. And for all these free pages I used Ohu markers, and on this page I experimented a little bit with an alcohol spray. I used the liquid hand sanitizer and it created such an interesting pattern, Before we get to Kirby's books, I have 2 Chinese coloring books here for you. And this is Colorful Time by Googly. And I did this page. The whole page is with Derwent ink tents. I used pencils for the girl, I guess, but blocks for the rest. And yeah, this was really fun. The paper in these coloring books is wonderful. You can see that here is no bleeding through, and the paper is not much buckled, only here is a little bump. And yeah, what I did, I just wet the whole page and I did splashes with colors with blue and purple, you know, and it created this beautiful background, and this was really fun. In the same book, I finished this green dragon and the black-haired witch, and I really love this page. I did it with Prismacolors, but only for the background I used Nia colors too. And you know how shaded are some pages? On some of them you have really dark parts, but it was really easy to cover all the gray areas. Only one thing, because of the paper structure, it's not really that smooth. I ended up with a little white spots. It's visible especially on these dark areas, and there is no way how to get rid of it. I tried blender, more layers, but it didn't help with the full coverage. Maybe I could try alcohol blender, or maybe I could use a solvent, but I didn't want to use these mediums because I just don't like them. And another Chinese page is in Find Color by Googly, and it's this golden dragon, and I used polychromos on the dragon and Inktense for the rest of the page. And as I had the problem with the white spots with Prismas, it was much worse with polychromos. It's just because polychromos are very hard pencils and they tend to scratch the paper quite a lot. So that's also why I decided to use another medium for the background. On the other hand, I really love this detail on the scale, which you can get only with a very sharp pencil, which polychromos are for sure. Yay! And finally, Kerbirosanes! Wee! Yeah, so let's start with Animorphia. And yeah, I don't have much pages here actually, because I don't know, I just don't like these pages so much. But I did this page. Well, I know it's double page, but I did this page, and I used a special medium, Gioconda by Kohinoor, and these are chalks, but they are not soft, they are quite hard. So it was a little bit harder to work with them, and here are all the colors. I think I helped myself with a little bit of Prismas. You know, with chalks and soft pastels and all mediums like this, it's really hard if you fill the tooth of the paper, and you can do whatever you want, but you will not be able to add another layer. So yeah, it was kind of my experiment with this medium, you know, because I never used it before. So now I know how it works, and yeah, mission completed. Alright, let's look into the Mythic World. And I have few pages already finished here, but this is what I did in February. I used Prismacolors on Baba Yaga and watercolors. Which watercolors for the background? I guess it was Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolors. And yeah, I so enjoyed all the process. And it was actually for the first time when I was patient, and I did the first layer with the watercolors, and then I get back and I did another layer. So these circles look more deep, and yeah, it looks like she is coming through the portal, and you know, she's coming for you. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. In Mythic World, I did also this Minokawa page. Yeah, this was really funny because first I used watercolors for the clouds and for the hills and maybe for the background as well. I don't really remember now. Yeah, but I didn't like it. So I took my Prismas and I went over the whole page with Prismas again. I can tell you, this was really a hard work on this page. Well, I realized that I did some pages in Mythomorphia as well. So I have two more books to show you. Yeah, and I will start with Alien Worlds. I did only one page in March in this book, and it's this Serpent of the Seas. And I did the serpent with Prismacolors and the background with Inktense, and all these bubbles with Posca pen and with acrylic paint. So this was my first page in Alien Worlds, and this is how the paper handled all the water, and I think it's amazing. There are some bumps on the page, you know, but no bleeding through, which is the most important, well, at least for me. And this is the UK edition, and the publisher is Lom Art. At the end, let's look into the Mythomorphia on this double page, which I'm really proud of, and I especially like the mermaid page. Yeah, but I think the Triton page is cool as well, and I really love that both pages are going together. It's like one page, it's like one poster. So, these were my finished pages from February and March. I hope you enjoyed this video, and soon there will be a finished pages video for April. At the end, I would like to thank to all my Patreon, Ko-fi and YouTube supporters. Your support and your help really do makes a big difference on my channel, and I really appreciate it. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a beautiful day and bye!